If we say the rate of exchange is bad, we'll start chasing brew to change people on the street. Have you ever seen that before happening anywhere in the world? Everywhere you go in the world, for those of you who came from Europe, brew to change is every country in the world. So why are we chasing brew to change? What is brew to change? Brew to change is neither the supplier, nor is it the person who is demanding. He's just a market provider for those who willing seller and willing buyer. He has committed offense. But everybody knows that the only way you can show up your currency is by a simple thing, productivity. The more you produce, the more you deal with issue of stability of your currency. But what is even shocking, they are chasing brew to change people. People are even selling naira. They are not chasing them. They are chasing only people who are selling dollar. But naira is being sucked everywhere. And we can go on and on. It's still our country. We have no other country except this one. And we will deal with it. We're not going to run away from there. We're going to stay here. Let me assure you people, I know your pain, I know your difficulty. People have gone through this pain. We're all going to be in it together. We're not going to go away. People have said, a woman leader have said he's doing it for his children. People have said they gave the young people hope. It is our country. I've said repeatedly, I'm not a saint, but I'm not a criminal. I've managed public money judiciously. And I know that we can achieve something better if we manage our resources more efficiently. If we have people who care about this country. Look at where we are today. All we hear is bad news. People say we can't. I said it in Pastor Tommy's birthday. Is that we have a country or the criminals take it over? If we have a country, let's declare war and have that country. Somebody must be in charge. Is either us or criminals? How can criminals overrun us? I've been a governor. And I said it, anybody who can go and see it in Anambra State. I told them, it's either them or me. One person must have the space. And we dealt with it. Why can't we deal with it as in Nigeria? Why are people occupying our waters and everything? Today, we spend more time chasing young boys with computers and say they are doing Yahoo people. When people are stealing the billions which we have as the government. Why are we wasting our time? Why are we doing that? Why are we chasing young men all over the place? I can assure you that all the money that Yahoo people have stolen in 1 year, is not up to the amount of money that has been stolen in government in 1 day.
Hello beloved, you're welcome back to our channel. This is what we call a true leader. So guys, you heard what Peter Obi has to say concerning Nigeria as a nation and what our political leader are doing. See, when you hear a king speak, you know that this is truly a king, not some backyard kings. See, listen to this video, it gladdens my heart and is it also tells me that this is a true leader, because a lot of people, all they want is just the interest to make sure that their pocket is fat and to make sure that they have money for their unborn generation. There are a few things he talks about in this video that I also want to go through it with you. And also, please don't hesitate to drop your comment at the comment section below. But there is one key thing he says in this video that actually got me. He says that I'm not a saint, but I'm not a criminal. And he said, should we watch Nigeria being stolen by the criminals? That is a question we should ask ourselves. Yes or no? As for me, no, we can't. Yes, we know what happened during the presidential election and what went down during that phase. But when you hear this man speak, you wonder that how, if he became the president, what would have been the fate of Nigeria currently? Because a lot is happening in Nigeria since Peter Obi lost to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But one thing you need to understand is that Nigeria is ruled by forefathers and all that. Yes, scratch my back, I scratch your backs. And then at the end of the day, they turn to the poor masses and say that we are the criminals. Sometimes people that stole money that needs to be hanged or sentenced to death and all that in prison, they sit down, they run private jets from one country to another. Some people can even go to countries to have dinner, lunch, coffee, and return back to Nigeria because they have the funds and the resources to do that. Those resources, do you ask yourself, is it for them? Is it for their father? No, it's for the poor masses. But because they are entitled to be in an office, or being in a position, it's okay to loot money. There's something he says. He say, I'm not saying that cyber crime is not a crime. Yes, what our boys are doing, I'm not saying that it's not bad. It's bad. But there's something he say. He say, if we want to categorize all the Yahoo boys, the money they stole in a year is not compared to the money our governors and other political officials stole in a day. You hear projects of how many billion, millions of dollars and all that. At the end of the day, there's nothing to show for it. And there's something he said. He said he can attest for himself. He can't speak for other, but he can speak for himself because he has been the governor of Anambra State before he was impeached. And God knows he did everything in his power to make sure that that state, it's a state to write home about. And I believe with a short period, his tenure, that short period, that time, he did well. Yes, like he says that he's not a saint, but he's not a criminal. Yes, there are ways you can still take something but not make it obvious. If they say you should do something, then you take probably 1% out of it or 0.01 out of it. It's understandable. You are the leader, you are at front. There is no way they will say you should be in charge of the kitchen, that your stomach will not be full before others. But mind the way you store. This one, you don't even care. It doesn't concern you whether others have eaten or not. When you hear this man, I wonder, I say, God, why? Why did you do this to us? Why did you change the fate of Nigeria by giving us what we did not ask for? And the man is asking us to fight for justice, to fight for our country. He says that we are talking about that dollar is rising against naira and all that, and then they are catching people for selling dollar, all this, that. That the main thing is that naira is everywhere, and this is what I talk about in my previous video. That see, let's say the World Bank asks Nigeria to print about how many billion naira in a year, then let's say you're going to print about how many billions. That is not necessary. Naira is everywhere. It doesn't have value. If you people study economic in school, you understand what I'm talking about. When there is excess of it in the system, it doesn't have any value. It doesn't have any profit. Okay, let me bring it to a layman's language. Let's say you have an orange tree, then you decide to say, okay, you go one particular day, since you own the orange, is your orange, you have the authority to eat, then you went ahead and pluck all the orange from that orange tree and send it to the market. Then your neighbor also did the same, the other person did the same. The demand is not that high, but the supply is high. So do you think people are going to buy that thing finished? No, you end up bringing the orange back home to rot. That is what is happening to our currency right now. So the way Nigeria is going, we have to stand up. We need people like this man. If we just have 10 of them, see, we are good to put Nigeria in a place that we can say, yes, this country is placed in the hands of good leaders, and the poor masses can sit down and say, yes, we are waiting for our manners to fall. So sometimes we talk about things, we don't even deal with it. There's a saying in my language that says that the maggot that kill a guinea corn is from the root. So that is how it is, period. So it's our leaders, because they are the one that can say no, yes, but they are the same people killing us. So what do you think we'll do about it? We should sit down, fold their hands and watch. If they want war, let's give them. Like you see, let's wage war to get our country back. You cannot say bring the change and this, and then you look things go south or sour. It's not fair. So please, my dear brothers and sisters, I know it's not easy, but we need people like this man. These are people that speaks in honesty, nothing but honest truth. They give it to you raw as it is. They don't dilute it. They are not scared of being killed or anything. They want to stand out for the people. These are the people that want to sacrifice their self for the nation. I don't care. See, I'm not here to do, oh, he's an Igbo man, he's not, tribalism, all these things. Please, let's drop it down and fight. It's not over until it is over. So please, let's put our hands together and just fight for this nation for once and for all. Let's not let our political leader just cut their cake and have it at the same time. It doesn't work like that. So guys, I want to know your thoughts at the comment section after hearing what Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has to say concerning the issue of Nigeria and what is happening and what we should do. So let me know your opinion at the comment section below. And please, if you have not subscribed to Power Prima channel, if you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly pause this video, subscribe, comment, like, share with family and friends so that you don't miss out on any of our content. And also don't forget to turn on the post notification to get notified whenever we upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you. Thank you for always tuning in. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now, guys.